Hey, this will be a video chart on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Been a few weeks since the last time I did it. These lines you see are from the last time I did do a video, and been getting a lot of requests, and the chart definitely needs an update, especially with the past couple weeks action. I've been kind of waiting to see how it would react after it pulled back to right around this region. The reason being this red line here. I'm guessing I probably did the chart one of these days because this was a key resistance, and then you can see when it did get above that, things really took off. And at this point, the resistance became a support, and you can see that the pullback came all the way down to it. And this is where I wanted to see, were we going to get a bounce here, or what was going to happen. And yesterday was pretty interesting. I'm sure everybody can remember. It was a nice green day, and then all of a sudden by the end, I think the Dow only closed up 8 or 9 points. And then today, we're seeing the rest. The market still does have about 5 minutes before it closes, so if you see this number over here moving, that is because the market's still open, but within 5 minutes, my guess is it's going to close right around this area here. So the first thing that I want to talk about is kind of the test one has failed, and what I mean by that was, this was a critical test here, coming back and testing this area of support, and you can see this has failed. The support did not hold up, and now we're witnessing the effects of that. So this level here, right around the 11,200, is back to being resistance. Now the other resistance I'll add in is just simply where we have peaked out this time, which is right up here around, we'll just call it the 11,450 range, give or take. But this is also going to be area of resistance now. Going to make that line extra thick because this is going to be, the previous high one, so that'll be the key area of resistance. But more importantly, with this chart, especially during the pullback, are the support levels. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw that I called out, it's probably going to test the 50-day, and although it didn't quite hit it, you can see it got pretty darn close there. So, once more showing the power of charts and how following these moving averages, I'm sure some people are down here accumulating some shares for a bounce. The bounce did happen, and if it gets followed through tomorrow, then it'll be even more of a bullish move for those players. But just one of those things where when you watch charts, sure, you could call this a self-fulfilling prophecy, but either way, at least you would know what the prophecy is, and you can see came down here and found support here. So on that note, right here, this purple line, the 50-day simple moving average, is going to be a key support level. Right now, it's valued at about 10,965, and we want to see that hold. And the reason is every time it's gotten below there, and if you've watched previous videos on the Dow Jones, you know that I pointed this out before. But just scrunching up the chart, if we go back through the history and look at every time it's closed below the 50-day, you can see big moves have happened to the downwards direction. So there's a big move, got back above, but then closed below it, got back above. You can see here, closed below, and then had a decent sized drop, but then rebounded here once more, closed below, decent sized drop, and then obviously had another nice rebound. So it's kind of a weird catch-22. In one sense, when it closes below it, past history has shown that usually short term you get a much deeper pullback, but then in the overall picture you get a bigger type move. So if it does drop below the 50-day simple moving average, the next support is going to be right here, and this is derived from a previous high back here right around the 10,700 area. You can see it was resistance when it broke above, came back down, was support, and then came back up. So 10,700 is going to be the next area of support where I think the price is going to head if this 50-day can hold up. But for now, it's been holding up, and if it remains to hold as support, then this level won't. I don't think we'll see it. But if we get any sort of close below this region here, I would expect at least it to come down here and possibly even all the way down to the 200-day simple moving average. So until the bulls show any sort of strength, looks like this pullback's going to continue. Maybe get some sideways action the rest of the week, and we'll see if this can hold up. But for the time being, the short term is definitely in the bears' hands, but the overall term remains with the bulls, as you can see by these moving averages. So if there are any other questions on the Dow Jones, please let me know. Shoot me a message. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free, so I'd encourage you to sign up and give it a try. One more time, this was the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Thanks for listening.